Salutations. This is, I think it's the same gun I just reviewed or just talked about, but no, since they're back and they got a good thumbs up from Military Arms channel. Got one in each caliber. This is the SDS imports made by Tisas. Guessing they were around recently, a couple years back, and then probably import laws or something that stopped them. But this one's in 45. This is not a 9+1 like the 9mm. This is 7+1. So back to the GI standard, we pretty much have the same thing, except this barrel seems to be chromed up and polished. One mag. That's got a butt plate on it. Huh, mecha gear. Oh, well. Kick that sucker out. See how she, boy, wow, she's got a lot of spring underneath her. Wow, it says 7+1. This is 8+1, according to that. Caliber 45, made in Italy. So, box says 7+1. Guess I got a bonus. I won't cry about it, but we got our cleaning rod and our brush, manual, no safety again, no trigger lock or any of that nonsense, just education. So we'll set this up to the side and we will give her a peek. Now, all black. This looks like they don't feel like wood. The 9mm didn't feel like wood either, but boy, look at that. Oh, ain't that sweet? Thing of beauty. Look at that big old 45. Boomer fudge rejoice all over the place. But kick that back. Let's check the safety. Kick that off. Kick that out. Well, that magazine really don't want out of there. So let's go ahead and let's dry fire it. Oh yeah, that's a better trigger than the 9, I think. Okay, we'll go ahead and do the reset. Very audible and tactile. Give it a little pull. There's that creep that was in the other one. It does have it. Nice go. Yeah, she's really nice. These are nice. This is a, believe me, I've held Rock Islands, and this is no Rock Island. And the crazy thing is, it's on price point with the Rock Island. Let's go ahead and let's break her down real quick. Let's go ahead and crank it back. Give it the old hold in place squeeze. Kick that out. Get my trusty pin cap here. Get that out enough where I can get my paws on it. And then let's let her go off the front. Just hold that spring because I don't want her going everywhere. So that spring don't seem to be as active as the last one. So got some oil on the rails, which, you know, pretty good. A decent cut on that. I didn't look at the feed ramp on the last one. That looks pretty good. Looks like a definite, definitely machined on a decent piece of machinery, I'd say. I wouldn't say she was machined on some crap. Okay, we got a real heavy spring in our thing. Again, I didn't say it with a 9mm, but these, you can get a full-length guide rod. They're relatively inexpensive, and they will make the gun just feel so much better. That's definitely an upgrade if you're gonna buy one of these. I'd recommend. Talked about it a little bit in the other video where it doesn't seem like that wants to come out the back. Some of them do. They'll come out the back. This one doesn't want to. Yeah, it looks like it's got a catch milled in there actually. The other one did it too. That doesn't want to come out the back. It is definitely, there's a groove. There's a lanyard milled in there. Not sure if y'all can see it, but it's in there. I see it. So these won't come out the back, gotta come out the front, which, hey, whatever, you know. If you're really into 1911s, you know, you can get, they're really cheap. They're not that much. You can get barrel wrenches. You don't have to take it off the way I did. There's other ways to take it down, you know, get your, you know, barrel bushing wrench and run out to the side, and then this thing right here wants to take off to the next county, because all that force is coming on it once you release it. But as long as you hold it and you can pull your spring out the front, then this really goes on easy. You can just put it on that way. I'm put it together that way. I don't, you know, I hope I'm not the first person you've ever seen on a video field stripping one of these. If I am, well, hey, hopefully I can show you the way to put it back together. But that's a nice barrel. That's a nice barrel. Looks like it's got a good little, I wonder how that lines up. Let's take a peek at that. Yeah, she lines up. Now there is supposed to be a space in there when they line up, when it locks. There's supposed to be a little gap, and I believe that's so that when the bullet is being pushed in the battery, it hits and it goes up, and then it's supposed to jump over that space and then be slammed into the chamber there. Not really a lot of grooves in that barrel. I'm not sure if you can see it on camera, but let me see. She's field stripped. But again, another real distinct high set of locking lugs in this. Let's look at the barrel bushing fitment here. Yeah, she could be tighter. Like I said in another video, you can get these in Oversized. I highly recommend it. Oversized barrel bushings, and then hand fit it. It's a pain because it won't go on here until you fit it. Have to have lapping compound and recommend a Dremel, something that you can get the brush on it that's wide enough to get up in here. Maybe, you know, some sandpaper, and then you buffer this out so that it, you know, you got to really do it. It takes time. I mean, it takes time, but if you've got time, you can improve the accuracy on this gun hands down with that $10. I mean, seriously, accuracy improved next level by putting one of these on. This is something I'd recommend doing. Getting you a full-length guide rod, which it'll come with a new cap there, a new retaining cap, so that the guide rod can, when it cycles, can poke through the front. This is about maybe a $30–40 upgrade. These are $10. And if you really want to go special and you really want to go into it, these locking lugs, they sell them at certain places. Midway was one of them. Not a big fan of Midway here recently, but they have it. So, you know, Brown Ales I'm sure has it, but they sell these in different sizes, and the size is minuscule. But when you're changing these out, you want it to, you know, not want to close. You want it to close as tight as possible. Tight as possible, close here. Barrel retained as tight as possible here. And that means your shots will not deviate on the next shot. If it's shooting 2 inches to the left, it's going to be shooting 2 inches to the left, because the barrel isn't moving while that bullet is exiting. It's being held still. But let's go ahead and start putting this sucker back together. I'll try to do it in reverse. I don't have my barrel bushing tool, which it's somewhere around here, but like I said, you can get that dirt cheap too, so not a big deal. But the way you put this back together going through the front is we would put this in here and let that just stick on out there. then we can just put that there. See, there's no tension. The tension's gone. So we'll put these back together like so. Come on. All right, now you can clearly see, since there's no tension, that barrel bushing's already nice and sitting ready to go, ready to accept this this right here. This is where, I mean, it's easy to get them back together like this. They're very easy to get back together. See, she's back together, all except for getting this retained. Uh-oh, wait a minute, she's not back together. Hell, I missed the locking lug. Oh crap. See, even somebody who's done this a time or two screws up. But make sure you know, like I said, make sure this locking lug is what engages. It needs to be lined up in that hole. Need to make sure that locking lug comes in there. Yep, there it is. She's in there now. I see her. We got her. Okay. So we'll just put that back in there. Get it lined up to the hole. She slides pretty easy, but that means, see, the barrel won't come out now because we've encapsulated it. But we got to get it lined up right there. Snap it in. Now, come back forward. Now, this is the booger-boo. Got to move that out of the way. Get this on here. Like I said, it's a little tricky, but see, once you get that on there holding, it's held. Then you just push it down, rotate in, and she's back together. She's ready to go to she's off to the races now, people. So, but no, she's got a nice, decent lockup. There's not really a lot of slot. There's a little, not a whole lot, but she feels good. Feels a lot better than the other company that shall not be mentioned, Rock Island. But I mean, Rock Island does have some higher end models. They're making more stuff out of Turkey now. So the Philippines. Philippines are, they can make a gun, but I mean, it's just something about feeling something that lets you know, there's, bueno quality in it. And this seems to have that. Now, of course, it's not going to fall into the Ruger or Smith or Sig or Colt category. I'm sure it's not, but I'd say it's pretty damn close, especially for the price. But we'll take it out on the range and put some rounds down there. Look, I got a bonus mag. But hey, whatever. I'm not going to say nothing. An extra round's an extra round. But we'll take it out on the range and send some down range and see how she shoots. Alright, we're out here with the 45. It actually holds 8. We got 8 in the. Just put the first one up. So let's see if we can. Oh, down a little low and left is what it looks like. No, I can't find it. Can you? Oh, shit. Well, they got the can. Well, thumbs up on the Tisas 1911 A1. I'd say yes, that's a definite buy because they're very affordable. And we'll see you in the next video. Keep shooting.